What's going on, guys? Brian back with another episode of our State of Decay 2 new player guided walkthrough. So, like I told you guys last episode, we're going to spend this episode doing some looting. And we're going to start with this area up here. We got a bunch of houses and stuff in this trailer park and, you know, just a bunch of buildings that we hadn't fully looted out. So we're going to kind of just try to clear this area out, but these guys asked us for some meds.
Don't start the party without me.
So, I want to see...
Be careful on the way over, okay?
I don't know if I pre-looted these. But we're going to head over. We're going to check and see if we can get some free meds out of these before pulling from my own stash. Alright, so we're going to get her back on base defense. Get her back on base defense with... Yeah, we'll get her with that. Alright, so who needs some leveling up? Shandi, sure. So, before we head out, like I tell you guys, make sure you check in them resource numbers. Everything looks pretty decent. Obviously, we could always use a little bit of fuel and material, maybe a bag of each. So, we'll keep our eye out for those two specific, but we should be good. So, Shandi's close combat, right? Yep. And we're going to grab, make sure, like I tell you guys, I've been watching people play, and I can't tell you how many people don't use stamina. Like, Jeffrey Card is one of the developers of this game, and he doesn't use stamina items. And to me, it's like, yo, stamina items are more important than health items, because you could have all the health in the world, but if you got no stamina, you're gonna die. So we're gonna head out. We got stamina. We could bring a little fire, but there's nothing that I'm really worried about. So we're gonna head down. We're gonna bring the big loot van. So like I said, I do plan on doing some looting, and we want as much space as possible. Okay, so I'm not, like I said, I'm not 100% sure if I pre-looted these medical areas. I don't feel like I did, but then at the same time, I just straight up don't remember. So if we do run into trouble, always remember, if you're getting close to allies, you could take a little bit more risks because you have people around you that can help. Okay, so let's start with this building right here.
This place has outpost written all over it.
Okay, see, they don't know where I am. Yeah, we haven't looted this place at all. Awesome. So we should be able to get the meds out of here. I don't have max stealth yet, so we can't fast search without the search crash. So I'm still gonna.
Again.
And while we're here, you know, since I can just swing by my base on the way out, I'm just gonna fully loot this place. Oh, yes. Yeah, so... Oh, and that reminds me. Getting those meds and those chemicals reminds me I got to keep leveling up my people. So that's a flaw of mine and something that I need to work on as a player myself, is I always forget to keep my bait, like, all the base management stuff going, like, behind the scenes. Like, I should be constantly coming in here producing this meds so I can increase my medics level. And I just keep forgetting to do it. So we're going to come in here. We're going to produce some more meds. Go to our workshop. Yeah, we got no more parts to salvage. So that is what it is. So yeah, guys. Try to be better than me at managing buffs, because I'm terrible at it. There we go. Nice. Free painkillers. A couple parts. I'll definitely take it. So no med ruck yet. It's probably gonna be in the last container, or it's in the shelf. I have a feeling it's in the shelf. And Eureka. What? Secure case. So I'm gonna take the stuff I don't want to keep. I'm actually just gonna drop. I'm gonna sell to this enclave right next door. There it is. So that's what we're gonna bring over to that group. And like I said, I'm going to sell this stuff, some of the stuff to these people.
Come on in. Hi. Hey there, business partner.
So as much as you can, guys, try to keep up on selling stuff.
I could use a little help if anybody's listening.
Not too interested in that. Now, if you guys are, you know, like I said, we already have goals. so we're not going to get sidetracked. I think that's the #1 hardest thing to do in State of Decay, guys, is not getting sidetracked. Let me know in the comments if you guys are prone to getting sidetracked, because it used to happen. It still to this day happens to me all the time. But I feel you'll feel like you have more time in a day if you come up with a plan and stick to it. You won't feel so overwhelmed with time. All right, here we go. Heading out. I probably should have grabbed the gas can, but we have an outpost up here, so it's not too bad. We could just grab some fuel. At the outpost if we need to. Van is so slow. So yeah, we also want to make sure we're consistently trying to build up our mechanic, and that's why I want to hit this these buildings and stuff. I want to try to find more of those weapon remains, stuff that I can have him breaking down, more parts in general, because then I can craft toolkits. You know, we can get a nice little stockpile of toolkits, which will also help him level up. But right now I just don't have enough like parts where I truly feel comfortable just going and, you know, mass producing toolkits. Okay, so
How about you handle it for us?
ooh. One of my longtime viewers and elite survivors in my community, B. David, just messed me up. And he's going to, if he's watching this, is, you know, probably weeks later because I pre-record these. He just messaged and was like, hey, man, I don't remember you fully looting that first plague heart. And I told him, I don't remember. It's been so long since I killed it. But we are going to be checking that house. I don't think it was this house, was it? No, I think it was the next house down the way.
Take care. Seriously.
So we're gonna check that out and see if
Thanks. I appreciate
we
it.
indeed did leave the plague heart unlooted.
Don't be gone for too long.
So we're gonna check and see what these guys have for sale. Another allies, awesome. So they're giving us recycling expertise, which is actually parts income. So we're getting 50 parts a day from these guys. Thank you for that. I really appreciate it.
So what do we got today?
Sure, sounds good.
So this is not a bad deal right here. Getting my hands on some first aid kits, but we're going to hold off. We don't have a ton of influence.
What's going on, hun?
Let's make a deal.
Sure, sounds good.
Okay, so I still don't have one of these signal antennas.
So what do we got today?
Of course.
They want to sell it for $350. That will give us another outpost, but since I'm not even utilizing all of the outpost slots that I have currently, I'm not going to make a big deal out of it. And like I said, those are craftable. You can craft yourself some of those lower grade signal antennas. All right, so let's start looting. And since we have so many allies over here, we have tons of people to sell stuff to. If we just grab a bunch of bullcrap. Nice. All right, and last room.
I think I've searched everywhere.
Oh,
I
look at
can.
that first aid kit. I wouldn't mind, you know, building up about 1,000 influence with this loot sesh. All right, so we are able to get our hands on a couple things already. All right, we're going to head down. We'll start with this shed and this house. This is the house I believe that the plague heart would have been in if I didn't fully check it. Okay, so we'll start with the shed. This should have materials in it, actually. And like I said, I wouldn't mind getting my hands on a bag. Okay, so we got some sways coming in. Stealth kill these dudes.
We like your plan to clear the blood plague from this town. We want to help, but we have to solve another problem first.
So as you guys can see, the stealth skill is super awesome. Allows you to run while crouched, and then when fully maxed out, you get a really, really fast stealth execution.
Looks like nobody else is home.
And you get this fast search without making a whole bunch of noise. Now, when you start leveling up stealth, even if though your stealth isn't fully maxed, it does slightly reduce your crash chance when you first get it. And then obviously when you fully max it, it 100% eliminates search crashes. Okay, so we're going to keep these weapons. We're going to break these down for parts later on. And we were able to get a gas can. Some mollies. So this would have been the house with the plague heart, I believe. It's going to fully inspect the house. That way we get some safe areas around.
My trigger finger's itchy, so we're not clear yet.
This person definitely heard the scream. One more. There it is. So the plague heart was in this room, I believe. No, yeah, we checked it. Okay, cool.
Again.
But he might have been talking about the very first plague heart I cleared in that episode, so there's definitely a good chance I missed looting plague hearts. That's why I thought with this update that they would have added a icon that showed you like a plague heart. And I thought they did when we first started beta testing, but it was just a bug. Alright, so we're going to go dump this stuff.
The place has been bled dry. Time to move on.
And we'll jump into the trailer park next. Boom, 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 and voila. So it's always nice to have a an outpost in the relative area of your base. Now, like I said, it doesn't have to be right, you know, or where you want to loot. You want to have an outpost relatively in the area you want to loot because, you know, imagine if this is my only outpost or if this was my base and I wanted to keep all my outposts around my base. I don't mind having outposts, you know, in different parts of the map because when you are coming out to do some looting and stuff like that, you don't have to travel so far to go and store items. All right, I'm gonna hit this shed really quick since we're standing here. This is a place you might be able to get some parts.
Like nobody else is home.
Oh, more materials. I thought I checked this place. Man, we're slacking, guys. Sitting here, look, you know, having a hard time finding materials, and there were so many areas up here that we didn't even hit.
Not exactly what I wanted, but it'll do.
All right. So once this finishes, we want to make sure we do it again. And I don't know. I'm pretty sure I didn't find any weapon remains, right? No. We are definitely loading up really, really good on materials right now. Okay, so we're going to park literally right in the middle of the trailer park here. And we're going to just loot up all those buildings. Now, the trailer parks, they're not like, it's not like you're going to find the most amazing loot, but they really do have, a little bit of everything in them. Like, there's some useful stuff in the trailer park, so definitely check them out. You'll see what I mean when we get in here. Just a bunch of little knick-knack odd and end items. Alright, start down here. Now, also, make sure when you guys are looting, you're checking areas, because as you can see, there's sometimes stuff that's not a part of any sites. And I think I've shown you guys this already, where you can find some areas that aren't a part of a spite. Like, this isn't part of any of these, but there's loot in here. And there's shit like that all over the map. And look at that. I freaking got a handgun out of it. Jesus. Like, that was a good find.
No sight nor scent of Zeds.
Got myself a little 45. Some 45 ammo. A heavy weapon is indeed heavy. Alright, so parts. Man, we're maxing out our stealth skill pretty quick. So this one only has one container. As you guys see, I'm periodically throwing in a little bit of fast search because my stealth level is getting pretty high. So my search chance crashes are getting pretty lower. But I'm surprised. So many people have actually hit me up in the comments asking why I don't fast search. And yeah, it's just because it's just unwanted attention. There it is. So it's, like I said, the loot isn't the greatest, but it's just a little, it's just odd and ends things that, add up over time. Like that Molotov is super nice. Nice. Some ethanol. A little bit of parts. This trailer park was a little meh. But, we got that gun. Some heavy weapons. Just, like I said, a little bit of odd and end things. So we're going to drop this stuff back off at the outpost. Then we're going to head up and hit these 3. And then this whole area is pretty damn looted out. Okay, so make sure we get this going again. So what is her medical level now? 2 more stars. We're almost max pathology. And like I said, the new community bonus for pathology is when it's fully maxed out, every survivor in your group gets a plus 100 plague resistance. It's really, really good, guys. Really, really good. It'll kind of give, like, how we use Lily for our plague hearts? She has plus 100 infection resistance. So once we get that maxed out, she's going to actually have plus 200. She's going to get 100 from her incredible immune system plus another 100 from pathology. And then if I got myself the hygiene skill, that would be another 100. So Lily would literally have plus 300 plague resistance. She would be super tanky when it came to blood plague. Okay, let's head up with those buildings. Oh, it's daytime. Daytime. Like I said, really wasn't much fuel in this area. I hear a horde. We pretty much bled this area dry fuel when we were living up here.
So gross.
Okay, so we got some sways coming. We're gonna deal with them. I know there's a bloater over here somewhere. I don't know exactly where. Okay, so he's coming up around this fence. There he is.
Take a break before I fall over.
Now remember what I showed you guys. You don't have to use bullets. I mean, you could just use a bullet and kill him, but we're gonna save our ammo and our gun durability, our parts. It's gonna let him chase us a little bit and fall. Okay, let's see what we can get out of here. Now I know we looted the materials out of here at one point. Gas can. Okay, so we got that plague horde out there. Oh man, that's a nice item to sell. I'm not a huge fan of these storage mods. I just think they're pointless. Personally. If any of you guys in the chat found a good... I just never feel like I have an issues with storage, and then it's like any extra rucksacks and stuff, I just store them in vehicles. But it's not... I never want to waste facility mod slots for
Alone at last.
resource storage.
Now.
And in most games like at this lethal difficulty, you're not gonna really have the lethal map difficulty. You're not gonna really have just resources pouring out your ears like that. Anyways, I mean, we got a good amount right now, but
Is that it?
we're also playing really, really conservatively. We're not wasting. So I already, you know, and I know where to look for stuff, and I expect a lot of you guys who are probably newer, who are trying to like follow along with this playthrough, it might not be as smooth. You might not have as many resources, but yeah, we'll just dump this. Head up, hit this garage, or this last little place right here. Oh, it's a house. I don't know why I thought that the little carpool was lootable. So that's one down. I think if there was more, they would have came out by now.
Absolutely nothing. Typical.
Nope, there they are. So we're only 1 star away from maxing stealth. Now remember what I showed you guys. The ones laying on their backs are the ambush zombies. These will jump up crazy fast. But we got stealth, so they shouldn't be able to see us. Okay, well. That sway just got teleported out of existence.
Alone at last. For now.
One more container. Yeah, I know I had some people saying, you know, why are you leaving containers half, like buildings half looted? And it's, like I said, most of my looting is very, very targeted.
Okay, time to put this place behind us.
I know what I'm looking for. I go there, I grab it, I leave. I don't just clear out the building unless I have nothing else to do or I'm already there. I might as well grab everything. But if I know I'm going to go to other areas, I try to not bog myself down with just looting stuff that I don't need. But then episodes like this, you know, then I'll take times where I'm like, all right, you know, I could just use a little bit of everything, some resources, blah, blah, blah. So at that point, I'll go and I'll blanket loot like a whole entire area just like this. Okay, so we're finished here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to our outpost, drop this stuff. I'm going to grab some things to sell. That is a pretty big play cord. I'm going to grab some stuff to sell and we'll bring it over to this enclave. Okay, so how are we looking on parts? We're up to almost 500. Should have kept those 2 luxury items on me or in the van. All right, so let's see what luxuries we got. Yeah, we got a couple that we could sell. Sell those shelves. Make sure we install our comfy chair. What the hell are we doing?
From what we can put together, the outbreak wasn't a singular event. It was actually many separate occurrences across many locations. We're not yet sure what that means.
So as you guys see, I installed the comfy chair, which is a morale mod. You can install it in pretty much any facility. It's pretty good. If you get a couple of them, you know, you just sprinkle them around in some facilities that you're really not going to be putting mods inside and out, and it works out good. All right, so yeah, that's all I want to sell for now.
I got this one.
Where are these guys at? Oh. All right, and we'll go check out and see what these guys want us to do. Now, it sounds like they want us to maybe clear out an infestation.
How you been?
Let's make a deal.
Sure.
That's the assumption I'm going to draw from what they're requesting. I could use a survivor with chemistry. But I think I'd rather look for my own chemistry book. Alright, so let's go grab some stuff. We're going to swing by the base, drop off these materials. Because I do want to upgrade my beds. And I'm going to grab some fire. And we'll head over down to... I'm going to swap cars too, because this car obviously uses more fuel and it's slower. Alright, and let's see. We'll just use up these mollies. Oh, Mr. Juggernaut. Well, too bad they spawned them in an area that was irrelevant for us to even deal with them. Now that we are up to about 500 parts, I think I might see about crafting some toolkits. Now, because I don't have an auto mechanic, I only have a mechanic. I can't get the special deals on like bulk toolkits. I think you need an auto mechanic for that. But that's what we're trying to build our mechanic up to. We want that auto mechanic feature. So let's craft some toolkits, just kind of see what we can get away with. We do have that other trailer park behind our base that eventually I do want to hit myself. Just like we hit the one up the road, we have this one back here that I want to hit also.
I'm heading out.
Okay, it's all good because we're going to upgrade that. All right, let's head down south. Let's check our fuel. We're good. Grab a gas can just for good measure, just because it is a little far.
Just dropped off some goodies.
Oh, look at that. So they found a pile of weapon remains in... And that's good for us, because we actually need some of that going on in our life. And we're going to craft... Yeah, let me see. So in here, I can't do bulk toolkits, can I? Oh, I can. So we're going to do one set of bulk. Let's see what that did for our mechanic. Nothing really. And we'll let those weapon remains finish and we'll see what we're working with. If we can get our hands on about another 130 parts, I'll go ahead and craft another set of bulk kits. Oh, it's so weird switching from the van to this because this is so much faster. All right, so we're going to stick to the main road. You can cut down past the bounty broker, but it's easier if you just go this way. So that's always something to keep in mind. Like, you could just, like, you know, in this situation, like, instead of going down and around, I can just kind of bust past a lot of that. But if you don't know the map all that well, I wouldn't do that. Like, you know, just stick to the roads. It doesn't hurt. It might take you, 30 more seconds. But I know I can go down here and cut across over here.
Sticking around here too long would not be smart.
Brings you to a little road. And you can take this down. It brings you right to Prescott. Cuts off a decent little bit of driving. Whoop. Now these peeps are actually staying in the base that we want to actually claim ourselves one day. So,
Some people seem to think they always know everything. I'd
Why
rather
is-
get eaten than infected by stupid.
oh, that's a good amount of zombies. So we are back in plague territory, guys, and the zombies are alive and well.
I need your help.
Okay, so the concession stands, I think, are right down here.
Let's
Yep.
make sure we stay safe. I'd hate to see you harmed in any way.
So there's actually...
Many groups that weren't as well fed as yours. Good job on that.
Thanks, I guess.
It's mega weird. We'll let these hordes move past before we get in the car. Just because it is bloater, I don't want to rile them up, have them run into my car. It's a dangerous spot.
No, we're strangers, but I want to meet and make you an offer.
Lot of hordes.
That's a whole mob of zombies there.
think that plague zombie that he hit with his door dropped a sample. We'll be able to check it on our way back. So we're gonna have some company. Like I said, this may be a full-blown infestation. So I'm gonna make sure that I have the fire ready, and we're gonna scan for a screamer. Wait, I forgot you can't jump over the thing for the concession. I don't understand that.
Found a few more of them. Take that, motherfucker.
Yes. See you later. I appreciate it.
Don't stress it.
Hey, no problem, Patrick.
Good luck finding what you need in there.
All right. We don't need food, so I'm not going to waste my time looting in here. So we are down in Prescott. And we could, what do we need back at the base? We could use a little bit of ammo. And Prescott actually has the police station. Now, we don't have an outpost down here. We don't have a ton of inventory, but we should be able to grab some decent stuff from the police station, I believe, before we head back. So let's go over and check the police station. So when we, when we scan the area here, we did it from here, which you can't see all of the town. So in that case, when you see there's buildings here and these that aren't fully revealed, that just means you got to go up and, scan from like here or something like that. But I already know where the police station is, so I'm going to head over there. But I think I might just show you guys what to do just in case. So if you see buildings on your map that aren't revealed, you don't have to scout like with that billboard. You can just drive really, really close to it. And it'll pop up on the map. And once you learn the building models, you'll just see this building. Oh, police department, And voila. So we know. Got a couple sways coming.
They don't call them brainless for nothing.
Okay, 13 lootable containers. So we definitely know we're not going to be able to pull this in one go. So at this point, I'm just clearing out the building for zombies. Now, when it comes to 13 lootable containers, different types of containers, like once you play the game for a while, you'll understand like what you can get out of like even not just buildings, certain containers. You know what I mean? Like I know if I search like this comic rack out here, I'm probably not gonna find a gun or anything in that, or something super duper amazing. Now, like these gun lockers,
Can you spare anyone to help us out?
back here, there's a good chance I might find a gun in there. And then this back room is generally a spot. This back room generally has a lot of really, really good things in it. So it's like you can kind of gauge what you want to check just by the container itself. So I'm going to start with those two gun lockers behind the counter. But that isn't 100%. Obviously, I could loot this and get a bag of snacks. It just is what it is sometimes.
Boring.
So we got some shoddy shells. Loose ammo is always good. Now on a lethal map, you are going to get less guns, less like amazing loot.
This could be a big help to us.
Nice. So we got a shotgun here with tons of shells. Tons of shells. I'm going to start this gun case here. It's actually a pretty damn good shotgun. Now, the only thing is I don't think it's pump. There we go. Fully maxed out self. Now we can fast search. Check the shelf over here. Oh, break that down. I do have a little bit of room in the trunk, so... Drop that in there. So yeah, this shotgun is a semi-auto shotgun. It's really good. I mean, if you want to do some blasting, you know, this thing is... It shoots pretty fast. Has a good spread on it. Has decent range, too, when you put a choke. Okay, so let's drop the shotty in there. Okay, so we got, what, 4 slots?
So many options. Where should I look first?
Wow, I said you won't get a gun, but see, that's what I meant. I guess never judge a book by a cover. I say don't, hey, you're not going to get like an awesome gun out of the little magazine rack, and sure enough, I get a freaking Kodiak. Now, the Kodiak isn't that great, because I feel like its stats are pretty comparable to the sawn-off shotgun, but the problem is the Kodiak counts as a primary weapon, so... We only got about half the building looted so far. And some flashbangs. So we still got a lot of loot in here that we have to come back and get. But that's all we can hold right now. Now, if we would have brought the van, we probably could have done a little more, but it is what it is. We got...
Anyone free over there? We could use some help.
We got 2 freaking... Yeah, we'll hit our outpost at the Spoon and Cone, drop this stuff off, swap characters, and we'll come up here and do that mission for her. So, I guess my thing that I'm going to try to figure out with you guys is trying to find the best time to use shotguns. Now, I would say if your aim isn't the greatest, which there's nothing wrong with that, you know, and it's just say your aim isn't the best, you know, hitting a feral while he's running is pretty tough. Shotguns are really, really good because you don't have to have as great of aim. You kind of just aim in the general vicinity of a feral, you know, because the spread is so big, and you'll hit him in the head. So I would say shotguns are good in that case, but the problem with shotguns is the noise. Now, they draw in quite a few zombies, so you definitely want to watch the noise you're making, because the shotgun, they're good for taking care of, you know, very, very messy situations where, you know, maybe you're in a horde brawl, you got 20, 30 zombies on you, you're running around, shit's really, really crazy. You could just shred hordes with a shotgun, but the problem is you're also could potentially be creating even more problems for yourself in that case. So it's kind of a trade-off. You got to figure out, you know, read the room, think to yourself, okay, you know, I can't pick up a sample even if you did drop one. Is me shooting this shotgun right now going to make things worse, or is it going to make things better? And if you're like, no, if I don't shoot this shotgun, I'm going to die. You know what I mean? I would rather, you know, not die. So that's how I'd base your judgment. Like if you're in a really, really like losing situation, yeah, just use it. But also just carry a silenced pistol on you, you know, or something silent. That way you can kind of just use the shotgun as like an oh shit button. And then you have another gun that you can fall back on. So we're going to send her back to base. She's nice. She's nice and sleepy. She did good though. Get her equipped with that. All right, Shandi's tired, and We'll swap to Lily because Lily also has a mission she wants to do.
You know, the people who radioed might be those escaped prisoners we've heard about. But I still think we should help them, right?
Feels kind of timid to me.
So we're running that double 9mm. Kind of miss my 22, honestly. But they want us to take out. We're potentially gonna have to kill a feral here. So we got Powerhouse, and I think I'm gonna try to show you guys how to use Powerhouse. It's a little finicky sometimes, but what are we gonna use for our? We'll go with a machete. Yeah, we'll go with a machete. Got a lot of weapons that I can break down. You guys can see our locker's getting a little on the full side. So let's grab our stamina. Now, because I'm going to fight a feral, I'm gonna try to teach you guys if I can use this feral as more teaching. Snacks are good. They give you that instant full heal, but there's a delay when you use them. So in a situation where you kind of just are dodging a lot, you don't have a lot of time to try to pop a snack, especially when stuff is really hectic. So if I know I'm going to be going up against ferals, especially plague ferals and stuff like that, I'll generally bring energy drinks because these give you like infinite stamina for like a short period of time. And these are way better in a feral fight compared to like snacks because you don't have that delay. Now we're going to grab some healing items. Let's also check our infirmary. Produce some more meds. All right. Curious to see what our mechanic is looking like. Yep. So we're only 2 stars away from maxing. All right. And that should be all we need for this endeavor. Now, just in case it's a little hectic, I guess what we could do is we'll bring a couple mollies. And we'll just dump those. We'll keep those on us just in case. And where are these escaped prisoners located? Back up north. If we have time, maybe we'll go around and check that out, but I don't want the episode to go on forever. Okay, so I didn't pin my car up against something. It's fine, even though I should have with this horde coming. But it's too late now. I don't want to create more of a situation.
Everything okay here?
But we have these guys to help us fight.
See you.
They're all plagued too, so I definitely want to check and see if there's any samples left over after this. Yep, there's one. Always on the lookout for plague sample and loose bullets. I'll actually just sell Perry here. This sell somebody. Come on, somebody buy this for me. Never mind. Guess we're just keeping his box mine. Okay, so they want us to kill a feral, and it's right across the road. So we'll just walk down there. They'll give us the best scenario walking down. Alright, so I'm going to try to use this, as long as the area, like I said, is not too crazy. I'm going to try to use this opportunity, guys, to teach you about fighting ferals and how you can do it in melee. Now, ferals have a attack pattern. They attack a certain way. They'll run at you, they do their dive, but once you engage them in melee combat and you're swinging, you can hit them probably about 5 to 6 times over and over and over again. And then what ends up happening is they'll jump backwards, like really, really far, and then they'll swipe at you 3 times. And it's the same. And then you just you got to hit the dodge button twice. without any directionals, and your character is going to jump back twice, and you won't take any hits, and then you just jump back in, start hitting the feral, and you just kind of repeat
There's a feral running around.
Okay, so I think he's inside. Where the hell is this dude? Okay, well, this is not a good teaching moment because the feral... That's so annoying. Feral got stuck up there. I actually don't even know how I'm going to shoot him. I got to get kind of farther away and aim up at him. Well, eventually I'll be able to show you guys if we can isolate a feral. This looks like I might be able to get some parts out of it. Let me check really quick.
I guess it's
Yes.
better than nothing.
Okay, cool. It looked very electronic, so that's why I was like, hey, I might be able to get some parts out of this. Alright, so the villagers. Who are they? Okay, so that's a group way over here. They're saying they want a whole new base. That might be something we hold off till next episode with doing. So we're just building relations. As you guys see, our influence is getting up there. We're well over 1,000 now. And we're just kind of slowly just working on it, on our skills. Building up our base. Like I said, you don't have to play super fast or super aggressive. We're kind of just chilling out. It's always nice to take some time and do some looting. On my way back, actually, you know, we're going to use the rest of our... So keep it moving. Like I said, we can use some fuel. And we have those fuel locations right next to our base. So that's kind of what I'm going to go and hit before we end the episode. Oh, maybe. Maybe now. Maybe now we can do it. Yep, okay, so cool. We got a feral. We got him nice and isolated. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pop my energy drink. And then we're going to start hitting them. Okay, so close the distance. Okay, so now we're in a feral juggernaut fight, which is not good. Now the feral's going to be faster than... Well,
I'm back.
so juggernauts, if you do have to fight these guys in close combat, what you need to do is you got to get behind them. They take tons of damage from the back. But you gotta read their attacks a wee bit. Our base is really helping out now. Just kind of lure them around, especially if you're in front of your base. You can just got them. Well, we almost got our feral 1v1, guys. Almost. But as you guys can see,
What we talked about, right?
the game just doesn't want you guys to learn this. But I also have my feral guide linked in my description below, so if you guys want to click on that and go check, you will get some unimpeded feral teaching. Feral fighting teaching. Alright, let me empty this out. Nice. So yeah, once we get this, our resources are looking so good. Yeah, so we got what? 3 to loot over there. Chemicals, beautiful.
We just spotted zombies shambling toward base. Shouldn't be a problem, though.
More chemicals, beautiful. Especially since we're trying to craft a lot of our own medicine
That's pretty heavy.
to level up our medic. We're spending chemicals and ethanol on that. No fuel rook though. I'm gonna go check those 2 containers right there. There it is. So she maxed out wit. So right now I got her on a powerhouse build. Ooh, so I could do a stealth powerhouse build, or I could go for a looter. Or we could just give her a full fighting, but she has resourcefulness actually. So I think I'm gonna give her resourcefulness. We don't have anybody else with resourcefulness, do we? Nah. Yeah, so we're gonna give her resourcefulness. Now resourcefulness is an amazing skill. It actually gives you an extra carrying slot, and it allows you to carry more items and stacks, and you search faster. And the crossbow recovery is the crossbow bolt recovery is it's the real deal. So gas is not an issue.
Everyone's ready for a long fight.
All right, so we can check. Yeah, it should be a pretty easy siege.
All right, that's everything I got.
And we'll swap these out for those. And as you guys see, now I'm able to carry 1 more in my stack. And when you max it out, I believe it increases your stack again. And as you guys can see, now I also have this extra slot here. So in that slot, you know what I mean? You can carry fire without having to take up your backpack. You can carry, your fire on you, which now I can carry 4 mollies. And I'm not impeding on my backpack at all. So we're going to wait a sec for this guy to get closer. Maybe we can get both of them at the door. Nope, just one. Leveling up that fighting. Now, fighting is a very... I don't know if how much I've gone over this, but fighting is a important skill because the higher your fighting level, not only does it give you the ability to use, all the special moves or whatnot, but it also increases your health. Fighting is what's tied to your health.
Thank goodness.
So we'll do a scan in the front just to make sure no bloaters or screamers are coming last second. And it looks good. So again, another episode down, guys. Like I said, we didn't make much in the way of progress toward the end game, but we did get some looting done. We're just kind of slowly building up our resources, just tapping the map, see what we can get. But our resources overall are super good, I feel. We haven't even, come into this town yet and looted. And as you guys can see, our numbers, they just look really, really good. We got a level 2 beds here. So we got an extra bed, and I think I am actually going to upgrade this one also. And that will allow us to grow our community up to 6 survivors now. And if I have to, I can go get a bed outpost, which will then give us another additional, I believe, 2 beds. And we'll be able to grow up community up to 8 survivors. So at that point, we'll be good on all things bed related. And the only thing I'm, really waiting on is for us to be able to tap into this, which maybe next episode. Maybe. We're gonna try. We're gonna see. But next episode, we're gonna get our hands on some more materials. That's what we needed to do. And we're probably gonna go check that zone I told you about before, guys, over here. But it looks like it's pretty tapped out. But we're still gonna scavenge the area, see if we can get some more materials out of there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you guys are new to the channel, please subscribe. It really, really means a lot, and it really helps out. And if you guys haven't, please hit that thumbs up, like the video, because that also helps. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.